Hey guys, my name is Christian Batuli. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time coming across this channel, welcome to the family. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy our content. And if you happen to, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button to stay alert on the next time we drop new content. With that being said, let's get started. All right, guys. So in today's video, we're going to talk about fear number two, which is the fear of height. Yes, the fear of height. No, not that kind of heights. Like, I know what you're thinking of. I know friends that have fears of, like, flying or getting on the roller coaster ride. Basically, you know, fear of being really high off the ground. No, not that kind of fear. The fear of heights that I'm referring to is literally the opposite of the fear of failure, which is one of the fear that I talked about on the previous video. So make sure you go check it out. I would certainly appreciate it. Now, there are so many ways that we can experience fear of height, and one of those ways is simply by asking ourselves questions like, "What if I make it? What if I get that promotion? What if I find the one? My soulmate? What if my business begins to strive? What if I become successful? What if I lose weight? What if my health improves?" We think about those possible positive outcomes, about our lives and whether those outcomes happens in the future or in the present. Like, we have to be honest, those thoughts does bring us joy and does make a lot of us happy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love to daydream about my dreams, my goals, my ambitions, and the fact that there's a small possibility or there's a chance at all that one day it might come into fruition, it might become a reality. Like, I love the thought of that. Makes me feel good. It makes me feel motivated. It makes me feel like I need to, get on my grind ASAP. But if I'm also being honest, like, those thoughts sometimes can bring stress and anxiety. And the reason is because I know, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know, that success not only is it hard to achieve, but it's harder to maintain. Success comes with its own demand, but it can also set us free. It doesn't matter what profession you're in, whether you're an author, musician, artist, fighter, it doesn't matter. Success comes with a lot of demands, but if you're willing to pay your dues, if you're willing to sacrifice, if you're willing to play by the rules, then not only are you going to be happy, but success can also set you free. To give you guys an example, let's just say there's a musician out there, and after years of hard work, they got really good and their song went number one on the Billboard. Now, obviously, when your song goes number one, like, there's a lot of fame coming your way and a lot of money. And by you having money, you'll be able to take care of your family, you'll be able to take care of your bills, you'll be able to take care of the people that you love. And that alone can set you free in terms of financial means, right? You won't really have to stress out as much because you have the capital to manage whatever expense comes your way. And another way success can set you free, just the fact that as a musician, you make it big and everybody recognize your work, that alone can make you truly happy because you get to live your dream. How many people can say they wake up, write song, and do what musicians do for a living? A lot of us out here are doing jobs that we hate, but we have no other choice because we have to work and we have to pay the bills. Whether you're a basketball player, a soccer player, engineer, or a business person, and whatever you're doing is thriving, and every day you get to do that for a living, like, that's amazing. You are one of the few that is blessed to have that privilege. So, like I said, if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to pay your dues, if you're willing to sacrifice, and if you're willing to be disciplined, then you'll be okay. Success can set you free, but you got to be willing to do the work. And the crazy thing about fear of height is that sometimes people are so afraid to even try something because they see the potential, right? They ask themselves this question: what if it works? What if this project work? What if this promotion work? Am I ready to handle this success? So some people don't even try in the first place. That's what fear of height is all about. And I know a lot of you guys will be talking about, like, I know what you mean, Christian. Like, it's easy to say that. A lot of you guys sitting there, you want to meet your soulmate. So, what happens when you meet your soulmate? Are you ready to make the sacrifice to be loyal? Are you ready to make the sacrifice to be committed? Are you ready to make the sacrifice to be selfless? Are you ready to make the sacrifice to say sorry for no reason? Are you ready to make the sacrifice of being there for that person whenever they need you? See, it's easy to sit here and talk about, I want to find my soulmate. I want to get that dream job. If you get that dream job and you're starting to get paid really well, are you ready to handle the workload, the stress that comes with dealing with that position? See, it's not that people don't want to make it. It's not that people don't want to thrive or achieve. It's the fact that a lot of people are scared. They don't know what to do, when they get there, when they reach success. And just to clarify, when you hear me say the word success, I just want to make sure you define it in your own way, because all of us, we all have a different definition and the way we view success. For some people, success might be having a good relationship with their partner. For some people, success might be, you know, being able to spend time with their kids, right? For some people, success might be losing weight. For some people, success might be doing what they love. So we all have our definition of success. So when you hear me say the word success, I just want you to apply it in your life, to view it in your way, and to define it in your way. Going back to what I was saying, people are not afraid to achieve. They're just afraid of what happens after they get there, right? How many times have we heard of celebrities, actors, and ball players, even regular folks, of having it all and then losing it all? It happens all the time. So it's important to at least have an idea of what to do. With that being said, I have 3 tips to share with you guys that I think will help. So make sure you keep it with you and use it. Anytime you find yourself experiencing the fear of height. Now, tip number one is simply doing what got you there. Maintain the work that got you there. For example, if you're a basketball player, or a musician, and you used to train for 2 hours a day, and that was enough to get you, to the league or to make your song go number one, make sure you maintain that work. But when you reach a new level of success, you might have to do more, right? Maybe your newfound success might require you to do, maybe 3 hours a day of songwriting or 2 hours a day of working out if you're a basketball player. So that's rule number one: maintain what got you there. If you're an author, you used to write for an hour and that was enough to get you buzzed and to get your name out there. Make sure you keep doing it. But once you get there, you have a lot more people that are following you. Your name is well known. So you may have to write a lot more than you used to. And that's just the requirement that success might need you to do. So rule number one, don't forget, keep doing what got you there in the first place. All right, rule number two is accepting the challenges of success, both good and bad. Sometimes the challenges of success might look like you missing your kid's birthday, might look like you missing your anniversary, might look like you not hanging out with your friends anymore, might look like you giving up smoking, might look like you having to, work extra hours. But the point that I'm trying to make is, if you're willing to accept and understand the challenges of success, then you're going to be okay. So rule number two is understanding and accepting the challenges of success. While rule number three, this one is very important. Rule number three is you got to understand how to tell time. Yes, you got to understand how to tell time. No, I'm just joking with you. So the Greeks had two ways they looked at time. One way they looked at time is called chrono, and the other way they looked at time is called kairo. Now, chrono is quantitative, meaning it can be measured, right? Think of seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades, centuries. You get the point. And Cairo is qualitative. It's something that cannot be measured, right? Think of heroic moments. Think of, being at the right place at the right time. Think of the perfect moments when all your stars are aligned. So that's Cairo. You can't buy it, you can't measure it. It's qualitative. So to give you guys more example to hopefully make you guys understand the point I'm trying to make. So as a dad with 5 years of experience, when I first became a dad, I used to think that, spending time with your kid was basically just sharing the same space with them, being in the same room with them. So there are times where my son would want to play, but all my attention, was directed to my phone. And in my head, I thought I was spending time with my son. And that's where I was wrong because in Chrono, we see time as the same. We see every second, we see every hours, we see every day as the same. And to be honest, that was my idea of spending time, but that was the wrong way of spending time. Cairo is more into something meaningful, right? Right? Interactive. Like, let's just say if I was spending time with my son, but I was playing with my son, taking him to the park, sharing the laughter, right? And even disciplining him, that will have a far better impact on my son's life than just being there in the same room sharing space. So the best way to look at it is that chrono is how much time you spend with your kids. Cairo is how you spend that time with your kids, right? A lot of you guys want to spend all your time with your girl. No, bro, like, what are you doing? Go get a job, right? It's not about how much time you spend with your girl, it's about how you spend that time with your girl. That's why it's so important to always plan your days, to always have a schedule, because when you are planning your day, when you have a schedule, you're giving yourself the opportunity to create your Cairo. You're giving yourself the opportunity to create, your perfect moment, to be at the right place at the right time where all your stars are aligned. Let's just use this example. Let's just say you're trying to lose weight. So if you're planning your workout every single day, you're planning your meals every single day, you're planning, your water intake. I'm not trying to say like go nuts about it, but if you're planning your day, you're giving yourself the opportunity to create Cairo, right? Okay, I'm gonna go work out 10 a.m. at this place, at this location, right? And when I'm done, I'm gonna have this for lunch. I'm gonna have this for dinner. You're creating Cairo. You're giving, your thoughts a place and time and space to exist. That's Cairo. And another way we can maximize that is by using Chrono. We have 24 hours a day. So how many, perfect moments, how many breathtaking moments can you create within a day? So that's why you gotta plan your day. It's very, very important. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. This is part two. Remember, 3 tips. Number one, do what got you there. Do not forget the work. Rule number two is accept the challenges of success. And rule number three, know how to tell time. Chrono and Cairo. Thank you. Ciao.